Hello friends and welcome to another video lesson from DBOS Talks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of new uploads. In this video, we'll be learning how to create an electronic signature, also known as an e-signature, in a PDF file. We'll start by knowing what a PDF file is. So again, we'll look at Wikipedia just for starters. Although I know that most of us have heard PDF file and we've used it maybe in school or at the office. So PDF is portable document format. It's a file format developed by Adobe in 1993 to present documents, including text formatting and images. So it is a document format, a kind of file. And the one feature or one property of a PDF file, which is unique, is that it is read-only. It is usually read-only. So when you distribute a PDF document, the document cannot be easily edited. Like in a typical document, like a Word document, you can easily edit that. Word, Excel, PowerPoint, text file, but a PDF is read-only usually. Okay, so now, unless we have an understanding of what a PDF really is, although I know that most of us have used, seen, and received a PDF. Okay. Just additional introduction before the introduction of e-signatures, before these things ever came into practice, the usual practice was that whenever we received a document that needed to be signed and sent back to the sender, we had to do 4 things. Okay, let me open a document. Here is a Word document, which I have prepared for this demonstration. And in the old days, not so old days, even only a few years ago, if you received a form like this, maybe in an email, maybe this was an email attachment, and let's say this form requires you to put your signature in it. What you would do can be summed up in 4 steps. First is you will print the file. You will print this document. And then once you have a hard copy, a printout, then you will manually sign the printed document at this line over here, right? That's step number 2. And then the next thing you will do is to scan the signed document. You will scan this together with the signature in it. And then after scanning, it will produce an image file or even a PDF, sometimes PDF, sometimes an image file. Then you will email back. You will reply to the sender, the person who sent you this form. You will reply to that person and attach the scanned signed document. Those are the 4 steps that we would normally do. Okay, in fact, I've written down those steps in this document itself. See, print the file, manually sign the printed form, scan the signed form, and email the sender the scanned form. But however, in this tutorial video, we'll be showing you that we can reduce these 4 steps to just 2. That's with the help of what we now know as an e-signature, which is made possible in PDF files. Okay, so the 2 steps will be these 2. Attach an e-signature to the PDF file and email the sender the edited PDF file. Okay, let's be honest, it can be 3 because when somebody sends you this document then it's not yet in a PDF format anyway. So we will have that quick step to produce or to generate a PDF file out of this document. But that's not, it can be done in a jiffy actually. So it's the time is negligible. Okay, so there you go. You will receive, let's pretend we receive this document. It's in Word format. It's a real Word document here. And then we will do the steps in creating an e-signature, an electronic signature to be attached to this PDF using your own handwriting, but using the mouse. Okay, so now we have this Word document. The next step we will do is to export this file in a PDF format. Okay, so in the menu of the Word document, you will go to, you click on File, and then Export. And then somewhere here on the right side, you see this button, Create PDF, XPS. So you click on that. It brings you a dialog box. And then you specify on which folder you want to export the PDF file to. And then you supply a file name. So you choose the location folder. And then you specify a file name. In my case, I already have one, but it's up to you how you want to name it. And then you click on the Publish button over here at the bottom. With that action, the PDF file actually opens, the one you've just created, which is after exporting from the Word document. So here you have the PDF file. Okay, so there is a PDF file. As you can see at the title bar, you see the PDF icon over there. You can see the extension is a PDF. So since it's PDF, you now know it is uneditable. Okay, it's a PDF file. Now the next step is to attach your signature to this one. Okay, remember, you do not even have to print this. We skipped that part of the procedure. No need to print. Now you will attach a signature to this. To do that, if you look at the title, at the toolbar menu over here at the top, you can see a couple of toolbars. Just a side note, there are many kinds of PDF reader applications or softwares out there, but they don't differ that much. So if you look at the toolbar, there'll be slight differences between the different applications, different PDF readers, but they will not differ that much. It's easy to figure out what those toolbar buttons mean. So in this case, we're looking for the draw button that will allow us to attach or create a signature to this document. So I will just look, okay, you can, if you can see, this is zoom out, zoom in. What is this? Rotate. What is this? Read aloud. Okay, so this is your draw button over here. You click on that. And actually beside it, there's a drop down arrow. You click on that just to make sure you pick the right color. And I would suggest you would choose the darkest one, which is black, for signing. Why is that? Because based on experience, when you photocopy a document, and if it is not black, then it's not so dark. You want it to be dark. Okay, so we've chosen black. Yes. And now we're ready to sign. So now we'll sign on the dotted line or on this line over here. Okay. Wait. Okay. So this would be my name, DBOS. So there you have it. You have the signature now. You're not done yet, but it's already there. Next step is to click on the Save button, also located on the toolbar menu. This is the toolbar menu. So you look for the Save, not hard to find. That's the floppy diskette. So this, or Control S, click on that. So remember, there's already a file name. Earlier, we have done an export of the Word document, and it has this file. But since we have done a change, we have introduced a change to the document by adding an electronic signature, then that's why we're saving. So, and it has been saved. Okay. So again, if you will look at the steps that we've done, actually, yes, these two steps are not that accurate. There is another step that we've added to it, which is to export the Word document. The Word document, we have exported it to PDF format. That's the first step. The second step is to create our electronic signature using the draw tool or draw button from the toolbar menu. And then the next is we saved it, not so much of an effort. And the finishing touch on this is, of course, you want to send back this document to whoever emailed you this document, and that's it. Okay, so we have learned in this video how to create an e-signature, an electronic signature on the PDF file. Now, just to show you that it has been saved, I will close this and then open again that PDF file. And you can see that indeed the signature is there. Okay, so that in this video, we've learned how to add an electronic signature to a document. So I'll show you the steps. These are the steps we did. Number one, we exported the Word document. File, export, create PDF. This is inside MS Word. Second is you give it a file name. Of course, you specify the directory, the folder location of the file where you wanted it to be exported to, and then you click on Publish button. The newly created PDF file will open. Indeed, it opened for us. At the toolbar menu of the PDF, you click on the Draw tool, which is the one that looks like a pencil. And then you choose a color, preferably black, and sign. And then when done, it's saved, right? And now that you've got your signature nicely added to your document, you can send this back and attach this, make this as an attachment to an email. So we've learned about creating an e-signature on a PDF document. In fact, we did not start with a PDF. We started with a Word document. And from it, we did an export so that it creates a PDF document. And again, PDF is portable document format. It is a document in which it is unique because it is a document which is usually read-only. Okay, so there you go. You learn about creating or adding an electronic signature. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something useful. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.